Well, good morning. I've just had a really nice breakfast at the Sheraton poolside cafe and just been reading my book in the sunshine, and look, there's the Sheraton beach. The Sheraton was completed in 1982. It's the first 5-star hotel here in Qatar. It was surrounded by desert when it was first completed. Now it's surrounded by skyscrapers and other 5-star buildings. But you can see it's very, very nice. And I'm just about to leave, pay up my bill, and then head elsewhere. But very, very nice morning here. Lovely to be reading a book out in the open in February. So you can see the Sheraton's a very nice place. There's the swimming pool area with a with a large jacuzzi overlooking the bay, and very green, quite quiet. So one of Doha's most famous hotels, and as I said, because it was the first really 5-star hotel in town, quite a lot of history associated with it. Lots of conferences, foreign dignitaries, prime ministers, that kind of thing, staying here. All right, so I'm now going to wander past the skyscrapers and make my way back to Education City. So this is the interior of the Sheraton, the lobby area, and it does feel very 5-star. Very, very nice. They're just preparing for lunch there. I'm preparing to exit. So leaving the Sheraton, and you can see where in 1982 I'd have been stepping out, there'd have been a road, and then all of this would have just been sand. Now an incredible skyline full of 5-star hotels. There's the Marriott, City Rotana, Four Seasons, the Hilton. Going this way you've got the buildings of the oil and the gas company here, and still the construction goes on. All the years I was here there was lots of construction, and there still is. So some more skyscrapers there being constructed, and here we have some tall ones, and some more tall ones there, all with their glass fronts and impressive designs. Land Cruisers, very, very popular here. So there's Nissan Patrols, Toyota Land Cruisers. They are some of the most popular cars here. Lexus there. So right, I'm heading towards the metro. So this is one of Doha's exhibition centres. Not even the biggest, but it's a monster. And look, more skyscrapers there. You've got Gate Mall opposite, you've got City Centre Mall. Here we have the metro where I'm heading to, Doha Exhibition Centre stop. So let's descend into the depths and catch the metro. So the metro system is incredibly nice, sparklingly new, kept immaculately clean. So my train there is the one to Hamad Airport. I'm not going all the way to the airport. I'm getting off and swapping to the Green Line, and then heading up to Education City. So Education City now is a tram system, which I'm about to make use of. 4 minutes I've got to wait to the train to the community housing. There you are, there's the in the distance there you can see the Premier Inn, or one of the 2 Premier Inns here in Doha.
EC Community Housing 2. Exit right.
المحطة التالية المجمع السكني 2 خروج إلى اليمين.
All right, so heading to the National Library of Qatar, up this escalator here. So these are new since I was last here. A godsend in the summer. Bit of cover from the heat of the midday sun. There's Qatar National Library there to our left. A magnificent building. And it's quite an extensive collection of books, as well as a kind of a little museum and a concert venue or a little theatre. So lots of interesting things. A very interesting design. Looking forward to going back inside. And on the other side of the road to the library are various university campuses. They're part of Education City. So we approach the National Library. Opening hours Saturday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Now, a choice of doors here. Oh, and here we are inside the National. The security desk has gone, but as you can see, it's magnificent. Look at that. And all those books over there, beautifully arranged. And there's loads and loads of choice. There's some cafes, and this side's the same. Fantastic, and a nice kind of information board there, electronic. Some computer terminals, and of course, a cafe. So we are going to go down into the depths to get a bit of history. We're going to descend into the basement area where there's an exhibition. Look at those for doors. And before we say, it all began with Reed unfolding the Arabs' history. So there you are, that's what that wall says. And look at that. Right, let's have a little look around. Oh, the Tale of the Pen. There are some very old-looking books. There's one look, beautifully illustrated, and the calligraphy looks very impressive. Some old volumes there. More up my street. We've got some maps here on the wall. So there's, I guess, I'm not sure where that is, but I'll try and figure it out. But I do recognise this one here, look. There you are, Qatar. And there's an old map of Arabia. You can see the Qatari Peninsula there. Interesting. Oh yes. More old maps. And navigational tools, the octant. And there we have the world split into two hemispheres. Goodness, and that is an intricate one. Oh, that looks splendid. The world in the shape of a heart. And then we have one here in a book. There's all sorts of interesting maps here. Like a collection of almost like cards, or, well, a fold-out book, I guess, of characters from the Ottoman Empire. More maps of the region, done at various times in history. Here's a really big map. And there's Britain. Yes. And have they got the Isle of Wight on? I will have to check when I get home. There you are, a 1899 volume. You definitely add a few chapters to that. And then we've got these other old books. The Wonderland of Egypt, The Unchanging East, Captured at Tripoli, On the Road to Baghdad, Treasure of the Tigris, whatever that says, Heroes of Discovery in North Africa, 1,000 Miles Up the Nile, From Damascus to Palmyra. Oh, all interesting stuff. And now, oh, look at these beautiful illustrations in these books here. Look at that. Into the Levant in 3 parts. Oh, I'm just looking around here next to the fire extinguisher. Where's that? A description of Egypt, modern state. So there you are. Really is beautifully set out. Really interesting and absolutely majestically really set out down here. This like library of ancient manuscripts and books, and the more prominent in display cases. Candle clock, automata. So there you are, like a little kind of like toy candle clock. And again, some celestial sphere. Oh, we got some French ships of the line. So the history of the French expedition to Egypt in this particular volume, but that's another great picture. Some more sailing boats there. 16 views of places in the Persian Gulf. That book really is impressive, the collections of books they've got. Here we are, language and literature, and variety of languages. So opposite the library, we've got the National Exhibition Centre, which is absolutely huge. A lot of conferences and exhibitions and things, and concerts take place there. And then around here, on the other side of the road, which you can't really see, there's Sidra Hospital. You can see just the top of the buildings there behind. So all of this kind of area sort of run by Qatar Foundation. And there's the moon. And the city in the distance. Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 11th of February, and it's National Sports Day here in Qatar. I'm not in any events, but I've come to Lusail where there is an event, various running events. It's 7:30 in the morning, and I think the 5K has just started. The half marathon started at 6:30. It's a lovely day here. The temperature just beginning to increase slightly as the sun begins to rise. So I'm going to grab a cup of coffee, then see some of the competitors and meet some friends. So I'm also going to take a few snaps and a little bit of video of Lusail, which continues to grow in the 18 months I've been away, there's quite a lot of new construction, and it's looking really good. So I'll have a quick look at that. So Lusail Korean Medical Centre, and we're going, oh, obviously McDonald's, that goes without saying. Then we got cake and coffee, downtown Lusail, and then of course, very good to see a Sainsbury's here. Don't know if it's open at the moment, but just to know it's there, it's reassuring. And then we've got various shops along here, and I'm just approaching the kind of athletic activity, the running activity here that's taking place on this National Sports Day. And yes, we're going along. There's some very impressive towers at the end of the street, towering, reaching up like the arms of God into the sky. Oh, and here we have some, I guess these must be the early half marathon finishers, coming in with a pretty good time. Just oh yes, and I recognise that person. I'm going to track him down. So we have two fine competitors in this morning's marathon. John, how was that for you?
Yeah, it's good. Good course, good weather. Perfect.
Were you pleased with your time?
PB.
Oh well, you've got to be pleased with that.
Not a bad morning.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, happy enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got under 140, so I wasn't aiming
that
for
is
anything
good.
in particular. So it was really good. Yeah, it's good. Well organised.
Fantastic.
Not many crowds coming back around. It was good.
Yeah,
Good way to start the day.
yeah. As is this. So pleased with that, Lawrence. I saw you storming there towards the finish.
I think a bit more training, I'll be a contender for winning in the future. You know?
Well, I can see that. Just that little extra bit of training, and you'd have been there.
Yeah, and then just cut my time in half.
Yeah, it looked like a good event,
It
though.
was a really good event. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
enjoyed. Good,
And
easy
the
to
course
get
good?
parked, and
Yeah,
course
yeah.
was nice as
Yeah.
well. It was well.
Yeah.
Really good. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, very good. Well, breakfast now.
Cheers.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
That's right. So this is look at that, lovely. Too nice a day to be leaving Qatar. Look, the dhow boats in the harbour here by the Museum of Islamic Art, and the skyline of Doha in the distance. Slight haze covering the water. Very nice there. Here at MIA Park.